Hello, friend. Welcome to Shepherd My Heart. My name is Pamela, and we're on day 3 of our journey through Psalm 23. If you missed the first 2 days, I will have them linked so you can watch those. But today, I'm going to read Psalm 23, ESV version, and we're going to focus on verse 3b. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Verse 3b says, He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Our shepherd doesn't drive us. He doesn't push or pressure us. He leads us. In contrast, our enemy is relentless in how he pushes us to do what we don't want to do or to do what seems right. He rushes, accuses, and drives us into confusion and weariness. If you are experiencing this, I encourage you to stop and wait and listen for the shepherd, to listen for his leading, because he gently leads us. Proverbs 14:12 says, There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. So how do we know who is leading us? Think about what is influencing your decisions. Are you basing your acting out of anxiety? Do you feel like you have to take things in your own hands? Do you feel like there's no one to save you? Or are you worried that what others will think of you? Or are we basing the decision from a place of peace, letting God guide us and understanding what he wants for us? Proverbs 3:5-6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. And Isaiah 55:8-9 says, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Aren't you glad that that is the kind of God that we serve? That all the wisdom and knowledge and understanding is available to us as we trust him. Maybe you find yourself like me, so caught up in doing that we don't have time to be quiet before him and let him lead. Where he leads sometimes does not make sense. Sometimes it's scary and uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But it is then that we learn to trust with our whole heart. And I find that this trusting is a process. It's not a one and done thing, but it's something that I continue to grow in as he walks me through things. As I learn to wait and let him guide me, my trust increases. We can trust that he will lead us on the right path. And that path is not just for us, but for those God wants us to influence. He will lead you on the path that is right for you. Others may not understand it, but in time it will be revealed that it is the path that God chose. The path may not always be easy, but it's always right. Sometimes we may get off course and go in a direction we thought God was leading, only just to discover we've taken a wrong turn. Just know He's not going to punish you. He will be there to reroute you. When you're traveling and using GPS and all of a sudden you take a wrong turn, you hear that voice saying, rerouting, rerouting. And that's what God does for us. When we take a wrong turn, it's not the end of the world. It's just a time that God's going to reroute you and get you back on the right path. And you know why He does this? He does it for His name's sake, for the sake of His reputation, to show His abilities and to display His character, to show the world who He is through you. Isn't that amazing that God wants to show the world who He is through us? As flawed as we are, He is able to reveal Himself through us. And that is His desire. The enemy would love to distort His character, just like he did with Eve in the garden. We need to know God's character and abilities so we can rein in those thoughts and combat them with the truth. How amazing is it that we bear His name? How do we get to know God's character? How do we know His abilities? We have to read the Word, speak it out loud, meditate on it, let it get deep within our belief system, so that when the enemy comes and tries to distort the character of God, His abilities, His heart for you, that you know how to speak to Him. You know how to speak truth. Even our own thoughts sometimes cause us to want to receive the lies of the enemy of our thoughts. And God is calling us to know Him. Being in community, hearing others' testimonies of what God has done for them is encouraging and helps us again to know the character of God. Know that you belong to Him. You bear His name. So walk confidently in the path He lays before you. It is the right path, even if others don't understand it right now. My prayer for you is that you would let Him lead you in the right path and know that He will uphold His character, His abilities, and His care for you. God bless you today.